Okay, this is going to be a new Pike bass fly. Here again, it doesn't matter really what color thread you use. Since I'm using orange, let's go ahead, orange materials, let's go ahead and use an orange. Spin this up with this N.E.W vise, this device that everyone tries to copy. Although in the video he sends with it, Norm, he's a whole lot better at spinning the thread on. This is just a wee amount of super glue and a brush. Don't get too much on there. This one's going to incorporate quite a bit of material that you probably already have. This is a weed guard I invented. Also works as a hackle guard. Slide that up just a little bit. That won't go anywhere. Get the thread back to where I want it for my tailing material. This is Polaris hair I have that is 0.0005 inches thick. It's got this one happens to have a slight wave to it. Now you see how that's been cut straight previously? Let's go ahead and grab it back here a little bit, and we'll pull a few of these out. That gives it a nice tapered look. And I'm going to want this a little bit shorter. We don't want too many short strikes, but we want a good size fly so that pike or bass, or if you did this in the salt water, striper, blue or whatever, would think it's nice and filling. Make a nice tasty meal. In fact, you could use a nice hook and even use this style for tarpon fly. This is nuclear mission wing in fluorescent orange. This one here is going to add the flash to it. It's a U.V.A blend, blended with pearl U.V.A new nuclear mission wing. Trim that one right about there. If you wanted to iridescent that, you'd do it right about now. This is a heat gun, Black & Decker variable temp. You don't want the temperature on this more than about 180, 200 degrees. Putting a nice little iridescence to this material. That does straighten out that Polaris hair just a little bit, but still good enough to hold. Now we're gonna use a little dark green color Polaris hair. This one I'll make just a little bit thicker. That's already got the tapered end to it. We'll bring that one here to start it. Three wraps. Bring her back. That gives a little body to it. We'll splay that out just a little. Now we're going to use a lime green. And as with any of these, you can make whatever colors you want. Whatever you think works best in your area. One part of fly fishing is the confidence, any kind of fishing, in whatever you have tied on the end of your line. This one we're going to want just a little bit longer, so instead of folding directly in half, let me adjust that one more time. This comes in a shred material. A little bit of pain to work with, but once you get used to it, I usually do all that adjusting right over the tray. that I usually use. Yeah, she slipped off there. I just trim that just a little bit of a taper. Work my thread down, and I'll trim the back end off equal to about the hair. Now let's let you see a little bit more on this. You could heat treat that again, but it's going to get heat treated here in a second, because what I'm going to do now